What if atheists are right and God isn't real? What if I spent my entire life believing this lie? If that's the case, what have I really lost?
I'd ask that question to somebody who's escaped a religious cult or given a lot of money to any one of those scamming televangelists.
This lie encouraged me to live a life as a good, moral person.
Are we under the impression that faith and belief in God is the only source for this encouragement?
This lie helped me to avoid cheating, lying, and stealing.
But the only reason you don't participate in those activities is because your religion told you not to. You couldn't come to that conclusion by your own merit, by recognizing what's right and wrong in regards to human behavior.
It helps me to fight depression.
I say this as somebody who struggles to find faith and belief in God. Atheists are more than capable of being insufferable, annoying twits themselves.
To have reliance on God's plan and free me from anxiety.
If you find that religion, having faith, believing in a higher power helps you live a well-rounded, good life, more power to you. Go for it.
It teaches me to treat my friends and family with kindness, respect, and dignity.
I just think it's wild to suggest that the only way that you would have become a good person and treat people with kindness and respect,
to not be selfish, to try and help others less privileged than me,
and help those less fortunate than you, was solely because of religion. That there isn't a way that you would have become this person without it.
This lie gave me purpose in life because I believe in something greater that is controlling everything.
Not to mention, a lot of religious people act in a manner based out of fear. The fear of being judged by God when they arrive at the pearly gates. To determine whether they've done enough good actions in their life that they get into heaven. And if not, they go somewhere else. So the question that I have is, are you only doing these things because you hope to be rewarded in the afterlife? Which, remember, if God knows all and sees all, that includes masturbation, then God knows that that's what you're doing. Glossing over the endless amount of atrocities that people have done in this world to each other because they believe that's what God wanted them to do.
But atheists, if you're wrong and God is real, good luck.
Well, if I still carried myself and acted in a manner of a good moral person who treated people with kindness and respect and helped those less fortunate than me, and I get to heaven and God's going to judge me for the fact that I didn't believe in it, I guess my reasoning would be he wasn't sufficient in providing enough evidence to me of proof of his existence. And if supposedly God created me in his image, he was the one who provided me with that doubt and skepticism. But isn't he glad I didn't need him in order to be a good moral person who treats people well with kindness and respect and helps those less fortunate than me? Because it makes me feel good to act in this manner, and I believe that is the right thing to do, which sure came from life experiences where I engaged in doing the wrong thing, which if God created me in his image, he created me to have the capacity to engage in that. Did he also create the ability and capacity for all of that stuff to exist as well? I think it would be worse to believe in God and then find out that he's not real, because once you're dead, that's it. Fade to black. At least if you don't believe in God and then when you die and you find out he's real, at the very least you get one additional scene in the post-credits to the movie of your life. And those are always a delight and a nice surprise at the end of the movie, right?